everyone, and welcome to the premiere of Transformers Knights of Cybertron. I am so happy that we are finally here. So what do you have to look forward to over the next hour? You have two episodes of the show. The first two episodes of the show, they are essentially one story, which is why I'm premiering them at the same time. I just split them in half because the script for episode 1 was getting a little long, so I made it episodes 1 and 2. So you will get those episodes, and you also have a little sit down with me here. So that's kind of fun. So I've been working on this show for a long time, actually. I started working on it in 2018. So now here we are in December of 2020. We are finally getting to see some of it, and I'm very happy that we are finally arrived at this spot. So there's a lot of people that have been working on this show. Besides myself, I have a whole bunch of voice actors that have really been doing a great job with their roles. And I cannot wait for you guys to hear them, see them in the show. So, you know what? That's enough of me. Let's just get right to it.
Breakfast.
Yeah, I'll be right there.
Good morning, Tranquility. It is 7:01 a.m. and a beautiful April morning, if I do say so myself. Local forecast is calling for scattered showers between 10 and 11 this morning, with temperatures reaching the high 80s this afternoon. I have been advised that the quarry is going to be doing some blasting today, so if you hear any explosions, don't be
Morning,
alarmed.
Dad.
Morning, son. Sleep well?
Yeah.
Ready for today? Just stick close and wait for the all clear. TNT is dangerous stuff. Don't want you getting hurt.
Dad, I'm grown up. I'm a big boy. I can handle myself.
I know.
What time did you go to bed last night?
1-ish, 2-ish.
Here you are lecturing me about safety around explosives, and you spent half the night working on that dumb old car.
Hey, it's a classic.
Yeah, a classic hunk of junk.
Very funny, kiddo. Someday when I'm gone, that classic hunk of junk out there is going to be worth something, and you'll change your tune and you're walking away from a buyer with a wad of cash in your pocket.
Well, that day is a long way off, so for now I think I'll wait for our ride to get here.
Either I'm becoming a slower eater as I age, or they're here early.
No, they're just a few minutes early. Come on, Dad.
Sparkplug? Spike? Morning, Leonard. Ready for today, kid?
Think so? Why did we get permission to use TNT after all this time?
No clue. I just do what the suits tell me to do. Blasting begins at 2 today, so be ready.
Will do.
Hey, Spike!
Morning, Dustin.
You won't believe what I found yesterday.
I probably won't, but go ahead.
I found a cave.
And this is exciting because
When I shine my flashlight around in there, stuff reflected back.
And
I think we struck gold, dude.
Dustin, any gold that would have been here was removed in the 1850s. You've heard about the gold rush, right?
Sam, Spike, buddy, I know gold when I see it, and this cave I found was filled with it. This quarry wasn't here in the 1850s, so there's no way for the old prospectors to have gotten it.
So even if we do find gold, it's not like we'll get to keep it.
Yeah, but we'll get finder's fees, man. Do you know how much a big mining corporation like this will give for finding something like a gold mine?
I don't know. What?
I don't know either, but it's gonna be something. Today, during the blasting, I'll take you to where I found the cave and we'll be rich by this time tomorrow.
I don't know. We're supposed to stay with the group during blasting. You heard what Foreman Leonard said during the meeting yesterday.
Come on, man. We won't be anywhere near where they're gonna be blasting. 10 minutes. That's all it'll take.
No, it's a bad idea. They could blast a boulder into the sky and send it crashing down on us because we're not where we're supposed to be.
Fine, suit yourself. More money for me.
What? You're not going.
Yes, I am.
No, I'm not going to let my best friend get blown up.
Enough chit-chat. Time to get to work.
Come on, Dustin. You heard him.
Nearly 50 years this quarry has been opened, being the lifeblood of this town we call home. Today we celebrate a first. Explosives. And that'll conclude blasting for today. Let's go see what spoils await us. Now the cave?
No, not now. We've got work to do again.
Nah, you're no fun. Good day's work, gentlemen.
Morning, Dad.
Ready for more blasting today?
Who am I to ignore a free fireworks show?
How'd things go yesterday? Got a call from the suits this morning. They were impressed with the results, so we've been given the go-ahead to double what we did yesterday.
You'd think if they liked these results, they would have switched to TNT a long time ago.
Well, kid, I often find that people working in the field are always better equipped to call the shots, but that's not how things work. We do as we're told and we get paid. Yeah, who's ready to blow stuff up?
You and me both, Michael.
Another day, another blasting.
Dustin, what the heck are you doing?
I'm going to the cave. What does it look like I'm doing?
They're about to pull the trigger on those bombs. You need to come back with me to the safe room. It's not safe out here.
Well, good thing we're going to be in a cave then, isn't it?
No, the blast could cause a cave-in or something.
It'll be fine.
I should have reported that you found something yesterday.
Oh yeah? Why didn't you?
I didn't think you'd be stupid enough to actually try spelunking during a blasting hour.
Well, only one safe place to get to now.
Dustin! You brought two?
I figured you might be tagging along.
Big cave.
Yeah, man, look at all this gold!
I don't think this is gold.
Looks like gold to me.
Well, yeah, it's gold colored, but it looks more like paint.
You mean to tell me someone snuck into a cave and painted it gold to work on their art skills? I don't think so.
No, we're in some sort of giant tube.
What, like a pipe?
Yeah, like a giant pipe, like a sewer pipe or something.
Why would someone need a sewer pipe this big? How much?
Waste.
Okay, how much waste could a little town like us produce?
Not enough to warrant a pipe this size.
Goodbye is complete. Moving on to the next individual.
Oh, what in the name of Trypticon's afterburners? Still in the medical lab. Berserker Unit 1 responding. Come in, team. Great. No comms. I'm in the back of the ship. Might be a service duct or something nearby. We're not moving. How long have we been on the ground? How long are we blasting for today?
Something like 20 minutes. Corporate seemed pretty happy with yesterday's haul by what Leonard said. Whatever we're in, it's not going to cave in on us, I don't think.
So, we're good to keep going?
No, we need to head back. We can't see where we came in and it's still going. They're going to want to bring in heavy-duty equipment to search this place.
Think we'll get a finder's fee?
I don't know. Maybe, if this is anything cool and we don't get fired for sneaking off. Could just be a big pipe.
Yeah, I highly doubt that. Maintenance hatch. Here we go. I'm getting out of here. Ah, Foreman!
Run!
What was that thing?
It shot at us, so I don't care!
I'm gonna squash you!
Help!
Goodbye is complete. Moving on to the next individual.
What happened? What? Someone's in trouble.
Sam!
Dustin!
No! Little one, run away! Yeah, wanna? No, wanna?
What? No.
Uh-oh, language barrier.
Back for the dead, Bumblebee.
I could say the same to you, Berserker. Last time I checked, I just lodged an energy blade into your abdomen.
And I'm getting payback for that. So stay dead, Autobot!
You shouldn't have attacked our ship, Decepticon!
Just wait till I present your chassis to Megatron. I'll have the honor of being the one who snuffed Prime's favorite pet.
Don't count on it. It's still here? Go! Run!
Oh man, that was dumb.
That was dumb. That one wasn't planned.
Oh. I must have hit something explosive.
It blew up our explosives.
Sam! Sam, what happened?
Dustin! Dustin!
In death and as in life, Dustin will be forever cherished by those that loved him. This loss will hurt our community for days to come, but through each other and our faith in God, we will heal. The scar will always be there, but that's why scars exist in the first place, so we can remember.
Hey, son. How are his parents?
About as well as you might expect them to be. Who's this?
I'm Special Agent Jacob Graham with the FBI. I wanted to ask you a few questions about your friend.
Of course.
I want to be up front in saying the FBI doesn't suspect you of any foul play in the death of your friend. Everything you provide us with has matched what we found.
Okay. What do you need?
Just want to reconfirm a few things. You told police AMTs that arrived on the scene that you found Destin smoking in the quarry. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Did you know he smoked?
No, he managed to keep it hidden from everyone.
And you'd say this is a habit he probably picked up recently. I'm a shift supervisor at the quarry, and he logged some time on his cards no one can account for. Probably his little smoke breaks. Started the last couple weeks or so. Thank you, Mr. Witwicky. Now, Sam, why do you think he chose to smoke around the explosives?
I don't know. They weren't clearly marked with TNT or anything. He might not have known. I didn't until they exploded.
And one last time, can you run me through what happened?
Well, I noticed he wasn't in the safe room when the blasting was supposed to start and saw him sneak into the supply area, so I followed him. I found him lighting up and confronted him about it. We argued, I left to go back to the safe room, and the next thing I knew is that I was being thrown to the ground because our explosives had all gone off at once.
Okay. Did you happen to see an SUV down there in the supply area?
SUV? Yeah, there was one. Why?
Any idea as to why it was there?
No.
Well, parts of an SUV were found in the rubble and no one reported seeing one, so the forensics team found it weird. Thanks for letting us know we're not crazy. Any idea where it came from? The foreman said the explosives were dropped off via semi-truck a day prior, so that wouldn't have been the reason it was there.
I have no idea. I probably would have been wondering that myself if I hadn't caught Dustin smoking.
Okay, well, thanks for your time. And thank you for pointing these two out to me, Officer Jefferson. You're welcome, sir. Sorry about your loss, kiddo. I know you two are friends.
Thanks, Officer Jefferson. He always liked having you as the security guard around school. He thought your eyebrows were funny.
I think all the kids do at a certain age. Well, see you guys around. Want to go get some lunch with me or with Dustin's parents?
I'll go with you.
Okay. Leonard says the corporate wants everyone back to work on Tuesday.
What? But the explosives.
They sent in a new truckload last night. We'll have everything we need to continue.
What about the cops? Aren't they still needing the scene?
Leonard says extra precautions are in place to make sure they're safe.
So we don't get any more time off for the death of a colleague?
Afraid not. Leonard put in a request for a shutdown of the site for at least a while the cops are there, but he got turned down. So, why do you think there was an SUV down there?
Oh, I don't know.
I've come to this thought on my own, so don't be too surprised if the FBI guy comes back and asks you about it, but do you think Destin may have been in with the wrong crowd?
Wrong crowd?
Well, he picked up smoking, he was absent a lot near the end. Do you think he was involved with a gang from the city?
What? No, that's crazy. He wouldn't have been involved with anything like that.
Okay, sorry Sam, I had to ask. That SUV being there has all of us puzzled.
Yeah, me too.
Well, I'm not gonna get through this in a hurry. If those are data terminals in there, then maybe this connects to some sort of data net? Okay, now we're getting somewhere. First things first, where am I?
Morning, Spike.
Please don't call me that.
Right, that was Destin's nickname for you. Sorry. I didn't get to say sorry the other day for what happened. You can have a couple more days off if you want. I was at least able to get the home office to say yes about that.
No, I'm good. I don't need any special treatment.
Okay, blasting starts after lunch. We're gonna be better about doing head counts from now on.
Good to hear.
Who's ready to blow stuff up? It's not cool anymore, Michael. Zip it. By orders from corporate, blasting is to continue. The loss of a coworker is always a tragedy, but we have to move on. From here on out, we're going to be safer about everything we do. You have my promise as your foreman about that.
I have to get out of here.
You okay there, kid?
Yeah, fine. Just couldn't breathe for a second.
Sam, you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I'm not a doctor, but I did serve in the military. I know what a panic attack looks like. He'll need an official ruling from a shrink, but I wouldn't be surprised if he's got PTSD, Mr. Leonard. Maybe you aren't ready to return to work after all, Sam. Why don't you take a couple more days and see a psychiatrist? Your job will be right here waiting on you when you're ready.
Yeah, okay.
Do you need me to get you a ride? I'll take him.
Thanks for the ride.
Not an issue. If you need to get anywhere in the next few days, Officer Jefferson or I can take you.
You don't need to do that. I'm sure you're busy with the investigation. You don't need to be distracted by me.
Can't be a distraction when you're part of it, Mr. Witwicky.
Great. Now I'm a suspect. Stop following me. What are you waiting for? Go on! Do it!
Do what?
Kill me! Eat me! Whatever you aliens do!
I'm one of the good guys. I'm not gonna do that.
Okay, so you speak English now?
Enough. I took a course online.
You took a course. Online.
Yeah, last night. Found the internet and started researching. Got sidetracked by this thing called YouTube. Weird place. Lots of fluffy creatures doing stuff I think is what you'd call cute.
You watched cat videos. On YouTube? What kind of an alien are you?
Hey, watch it. From my perspective, you're the alien. I'm what you'd call a Cybertronian. There. Had to think about how to put that in English.
So, you're a race of talking cars?
Not exactly.
So, you're a transformer?
Cybertronian.
But you can transform.
That's how my biology works. I can take a form and shift into it, yes, but my race is Cybertronian, not Transformer. From my research, that's some sort of power thing.
Why are you a Cybertronian instead of a Transformer? I think Transformer makes more sense as a name for a species.
How? What if you went to Mars and the Martians called you noseheads because you had noses on your heads and they didn't? You're a human, not a nosehead. They'd just be calling you that because of your biology, but they'd be wrong to call you that. How'd you like that?
I probably wouldn't know. So are you from Mars?
No, I'm from Cybertron, hence the name Cybertronian.
Is there life on Mars?
I don't know. I've never been.
What's your name?
Bumblebee. And yours?
Sam. Sam Witwicky.
Well, Sam Witwicky, it's very nice to meet you.
No, it's just one Sam.
But you said two.
That's just a thing people do. Sometimes.
Oh.
So, why are you here?
We crashed. Our ship is buried in your quarry.
When did that happen?
Roughly 65 million Earth years ago.
Holy cow.
You worship cows?
No, that's just an Earth saying. We use it to express shock.
Ah, then holy cow indeed. Who would I need to contact for help in getting it out of there?
I don't think there's anyone you can call. It's not like we'll have a tow truck or anything that could pull you guys out. You make yourself public and the government will be here in a second to turn you into some sort of lab rat.
So we're stuck here.
You keep saying we.
Yeah, I'm not alone. I have friends back on the ship. I need to go check on them. I think the ship's system's been put into auto repair mode and it's been waking us up from stasis.
How many of you are there? And will the rest of them try to kill me too?
No, just good guys left. The bad guys all jumped ship when we hit the atmosphere. Well, except one. I thought he was offline, but I guess the ship fixed him. You won't have to worry about anyone trying to kill you again.
Good. They already got one.
What?
The other guy got my friend Dustin before you came out and fought.
Oh. And here I was being all proud for saving you. I'm sorry.
The police think he accidentally blew himself up while smoking, and they might think I have something to do with it.
I'm sorry, Sam. If there's anything I can do, I'll do it.
Answer me this. Why did you come to talk to me?
I didn't have anyone else to talk to about Earth stuff. And I wanted to check up on you. I've followed you around a bit, but it's never been a good time. I have a favor to ask.
Well, I guess you did save my life. What do you need?
If you can help me get back into our ship, I'll leave you alone if you want. I'll need a packet of your Earth explosives to get past the fallen rocks, and then my friends and I will be out of your head.
Hair. Out of my hair.
Oh, okay. We'll be out of your hair.
Okay, I'll help you get back in, but you guys will need to cover up the ship when you leave. Do something to make sure it can't be found. No telling what happens if the miners find it.
Okay. Meet you here at Skyfall?
Nightfall? Yeah, that can work.
Okay. Be back then.
Oh man, what have I gotten myself into?
Okay, where are the explosives?
Right here. How many of these do you think you'll need?
How big is the explosive radius?
I don't know.
Just one.
So what? You can tell its explosiveness just by looking at it?
No, I scanned it and Googled it.
Oh.
Here goes nothing. We're in!
Hey, wait up!
Hound?
Oh, sorry, buddy. Heard an explosion. Thought we were under attack.
That was me. The entrance was blocked.
So there's a way out of here. The boss will be happy about that.
Where is he?
The bridge. Dogbot's there also.
Oh, so robots can be fat, too.
Germ alert!
Watch it, Hound. Humans are a sentient species. You can't go blasting them like you can space barnacles.
Noted. Watch out for the little pink guys.
Pink? Really?
Well, you called me fat. I'll say we're square now, kid. So, was he your pet now or something, or...?
Saved him from a berserker. Teletran must have been damaged and lost its faction recognition.
That's what Dogbot's working on now. Yeah, I think he'll like meeting the little guy. Let's go.
Whoa!
Hey, Doc. Bumblebee's back.
Hey, Ratchet.
Bumblebee. Thank goodness. We were getting worried.
I got locked out. Sorry.
Oh, one of the locals.
Hi.
Fascinating. Carbon-based, with a fleshy exterior that covers the internal structure. Growth on top of the cranium. Appears to have some sort of internal system for taking in substances and converting them into energy. Same bipedal structure as us, but on a much smaller scale, and just as intricate.
Yeah, you're pretty cool too. The transforming thing is kinda nuts.
Nuts. Remind me to go through a crash course in the local vernacular later.
So, I know what you guys are and that you crashed, but why?
War.
Sam, this is our leader, Optimus Prime.
Leader?
Of the Autobots. Once a grand army, now scattered to the stars.
So, that murder bot you fought, the one you called a bad guy, he's from the other team?
The Decepticons. They're not pleasant.
I'm not judging you for fighting a war. We humans do that pretty often. But why were you Autobots fighting the Decepticons?
A fair question. It started with a political disagreement and an ideology that quickly became radicalized.
Sounds pretty typical.
Our current conflict was created from the ashes of another, the Quintess War.
We had peace on our planet for millennia, and then out of nowhere, an organic race calling themselves the Quintessence arrived, claiming to be our creators, and that we lived to serve them.
We fought back. Didn't end well for them, though.
When the war reached its zenith, one of our best uncovered a plot by the Quintessons and other organic species from our galaxy to wipe out our civilization entirely. We struck at them before they could enact their plans, and they were defeated. With the war over, the general who uncovered the plot, Megatron, urged our ruling council to allow him and his troops to wipe the universe clean of organic life as a way of preserving our own, claiming that none could be trusted. They relieved him of command for even contemplating mass genocides. Infuriated, he struck down the council and tried to take control of the planet. The Autobots rose up in defense of the innocents Megatron wished to slaughter, and so the battle for our homeworld commenced. Through the fighting, it was destroyed, and I gave the command to evacuate. All Autobots loaded onto transports like these to escape. This is the last of those, built for dozens, but only carrying us 5. Megatron and his forces attacked us as we were leaving, and we crashed here.
Where'd they go? B took out one the other day, but it didn't seem like it was anyone important.
As we began to crash, most of the Decepticons fled and escaped using escape pods. I forced Megatron into a pod and launched it. With our ship destroyed upon planetfall, the Decepticons would remain in stasis in their pods, floating into vast reaches of space, never to return.
But if we survived...
Then it stands to reason that they could still be out there. I managed to get us patched into the local datanet, but haven't got all the systems back up and running. If I focus on these subsystems... There, we have access to the conditions on the escape pods. Oh dear.
What is it?
The coordinates for the pods are coming in, as are the conditions of the occupants. They're all here on Earth, and most have been opened.
For how long, Ratchet?
It looks like for as long as Teletran 1 has been active, which is roughly 6 planetary rotations. The systems coming back online must have triggered the pods to open.
So, the guys that want to kill all organic life have been out there for nearly a week?
So the Decepticons are loose. What does that mean for us?
It means we have to stay here until they are all defeated. With the Decepticons here, and with a head start, they'll have chosen forms and blended in.
no doubt working on a way to communicate with one another. If the Decepticons manage to find each other, they will begin plotting the downfall of this world. Our first priority will be locating any pods that are still intact and recovering it before the Decepticons can. With luck, Megatron may still be inactive. We'll have to conduct our war in secret and with the utmost speed. This world is not yet ready to know of our existence, so we must fight as robots in disguise, never alerting humanity to our presence. Let us hope that for the time being at least, the Decepticons share our sentiments about discretion.
So, what are the odds looking like here?
5 Autobots versus 7 Decepticons max. Some of them have even more firepower than me.
Should we contact the military? If you explain that you're the good guys, maybe you can work together.
While your kind has shown a skill for conducting warfare, I cannot condone humans assisting in this conflict, as it would only lead to disaster. This is between Autobots and Decepticons. We will fight to defend you. 5 Autobots may not be many, but we are strong.
You keep saying 5, yet all I'm seeing is the 4 of you.
Well, there's Jazz, Where is Jazz?
Last I saw, I think he was chasing after the cons to make sure they got off the ship.
Have we looked in the launch bay yet?
That's where I was when we crashed. He wasn't there.
The launch bay connects to several areas of the ship. Maybe he's in one of those. If he's in here, Teledran couldn't get to him because of the rubble. We'll have him back up and running in no time.
No!
This damage was not sustained in the crash. He was sliced to pieces.
Decepticons.
I hate this planet.
That would make 2 of us. Good to see you online, Brawl.
And you, Commander Starscream. Are there any others?
Nitro, welcome.
Oh, it's good to be free of that pod. Ugh, we've been asleep for a long time.
Knockout reporting.
So, there's 3 of us missing.
The Berserker got killed by Prime's pet on the way to the escape pods. We won't be seeing him.
As the last to leave, I witnessed Megatron and Optimus locked in combat. I fear our master did not have time to escape, and so perished in the crash. In his absence, I will lead the Decepticons in his memory. With the Autobots gone, this planet will be easy to cleanse.
The Autobots live.
What do you mean, the Autobots live? There's no way they could have survived the crash of their ship!
The crash put them in a stasis like us. Their ship's systems activating is what brought us back.
So this ship turned back on! It doesn't mean they're still alive!
Except that I saw Bumblebee into their ship. The systems must have woken them up and repaired them.
Well, that's just wonderful. Stuck on some organic-infested dirtball of a world with the Autobots.
That's 5 of them and 6 of us. One good shot with a proton cannon and they're scrap.
4. Jazz fell to my blades as we escaped the crash.
So the short one is dead. Big whoop. There's still Optimus Prime that we're going to have to worry about.
We assume too much. I saw Bumblebee. That's one Autobot certain. Jazz is dead by deadlock servos, while Prime and the other 2 are unaccounted for. For all we know, they're offline and Bumblebee is a lone survivor.
Why don't you show us where they crashed so we can take a look?
And what if we roll up on this ship and find Optimus Prime still functional? None of us can take him on. If Prime lives, we're doomed without Megatron.
Before I left my pod, I used the instruments to locate the crash sites of the others. I was shown 7 locator beacons.
7 beacons doesn't prove Megatron survived. He could easily be one of the Autobots.
I agree. Our best course of action right now is to launch a preemptive strike on the Autobots and terminate anyone we find at that crash site. We can worry about Megatron later.
That's such a good idea. Like Knockout said, we show up, get our tailpipes handed to us by Optimus Prime. There's no one left to get Megatron out of his pod. Assuming he hasn't already gotten out.
He'd be here if he were able.
With that logic, it could also mean he's offline. I'm not gonna go after any Autobots until we're sure of what we're going up against.
I don't care how many are left or who's left. I'll blow up any Autobot I see.
Jumping into conflict without knowing your enemy's numbers is foolish.
We won't need to know their numbers if we just blow up what's left of their ship.
Enough! We'll get nowhere bickering about where Megatron may be or how many Autobots we have to snuff. Barricade, you know where the class site is. You can lead me and any Decepticon who's not scared of Optimus Prime's ghost there, so we can recon the area and gather intelligence.
Works for me. Who's in?
Me, I'm itching to blow something up.
In the interest of reconnaissance, you should stay behind. That Earth tank isn't something that's commonly seen driving down the streets of human settlements. Deadlock, come with Barricade and me. Nitro, you and the others get working on a temporary base setup.
Can do, Commander.
Let's go.
So, robot funeral? Do you cremate your dead? Bury them? Is he even dead or just turned off?
How about I turn you off?
Whoa, sorry, just asking questions. Didn't mean to be disrespectful.
I know, I'm sorry.
On Cybertron, we'd place him in a mausoleum. But here, I don't know.
When he's ready, we will place him where we found him and seal it off.
What room was that, anyway?
The storage closet. Kept tools for engine repair in there.
So we're just gonna leave him in a storage closet?
Do you have any other suggestions, Bumblebee? We can't bury him. The humans will just dig him up again. They're going to find this ship eventually anyway, so we'll probably have to abandon it sooner or later. What are we going to do with the human?
Wipe his mind, set him on his way.
I doubt we can access his neural net the way we can ours. That's probably not an option.
We'll have to monitor him, but from a distance. I don't want any humans involved for their own safety, but we just can't abandon him when he knows so much already.
Hey!
Hey?
It's an Earth greeting.
Oh, hey.
I'm sorry about your friend.
Thanks. I'm sorry about yours.
Thanks. So you Cybertronians can be just as violent as us humans, I guess. Sliced apart? Pretty brutal.
Yeah. Deadlock is a master swordsbot. He excels at dismemberment.
Deadlock?
A Decepticon assassin. He's one of their best fighters, and he's out there somewhere on this planet.
Hope I never meet him.
I hope you don't either.
This is it.
Barricade, look.
What you find, Deadlock?
Cybertronian.
It's Berserker. Or what's left of him.
I do not recognize these vehicle pieces.
Berserker was online and took an Earth form.
One Autobot could not have done this on their own.
Bumblebee must not be alone then.
I urge caution. Let's remain outside and wait to see what emerges.
Hiding in the shadows. A coward's tactic!
You'd know. I agree with Deadlock, however. Charging in won't end well without support from the others. They can't hide in there forever. Eventually they'll come out, and we can strike.
Fine. Wait if you must, but keep me appraised.
I'll remain around here. See what you can find in the nearby settlement. Between last I checked and now, the Autobots may have left.
I'll report if I find anything.
Farewell, old friend. May you find peace within the Allspark.
Gonna miss you, buddy.
He was a good comrade. A better friend.
He didn't deserve this. No one who's fallen on Deadlock's blades has. I'm going to make sure Jazz's death wasn't in vain. The Decepticons won't get the chance to destroy another world.
Well said, Bumblebee. As much as it pains me, we don't have time to grieve. We must focus our attention on more pressing matters.
My condolences.
Thank you, Sam. You've been very understanding of our situation. But for your own safety, I feel it's best for you to return to your home.
I agree. Could I get a ride?
Of course. Bumblebee will escort you.
Thanks. Good luck with your saving the world mission.
Bumblebee's leaving the ship. I'm going to tell him.
Thanks for the ride.
No problem.
I hope you guys stay safe. You seem like really cool people.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Yeah, so, see you around?
I'm guessing that's an Earth term for a goodbye.
Pretty much.
Then yeah, I'll see you around.
Sam?
Oh, hey Dad.
I didn't realize you were out.
Yeah, I couldn't sleep.
Who was that you were with?
Oh, just an old friend from high school. We reconnected after Dustin's accident.
I understand. Want to help me with this?
Sure.
Hand me those spark plugs, will ya?
Any particular ones? There's a bunch in here.
Just any will do. You know, I never told you where I got that nickname.
I just figured it came from Leonard or something.
Nope, your mother.
Really? Mom gave you that nickname.
Yep, I was your age. Your grandpa's car wouldn't start, and we realized it needed new spark plugs, so you had me walk into town and pick up some replacements. I walked in the shop, there was your mom standing behind the counter, the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen. So beautiful, in fact, that I couldn't answer when she asked if she could help me with anything. I managed to stammer spark plugs and ran as fast as my legs could carry me.
Really? You ran away from Mom?
Yeah, that wasn't my best moment. Thankfully, she ran out after me and made sure I didn't run into traffic. I bought some new spark plugs and went on my way. About a week later, the fan belt on the car went out, so I had to run to town again to get a replacement. Walked in, and there she was. She smiled and said to me, "Spark plug?" And I said, "No, fan belt." And a week later, we started going out. Year after that, we were married, and pretty soon you came along. Every year for our anniversary, she got me a box of spark plugs, and of course the whole town heard the story, so the name stuck.
Wish I remembered her.
She would have loved to see you grow up, Sam. She would have loved to see this stupid thing start running again, too.
Why? So you'd actually get some sleep for once?
No, because this is the car that kept breaking down on your grandfather and I that led to Judy and I meeting.
Wait, seriously? This is that car?
Yep, your granddad assured me before he died that it worked perfectly when he drove it off the lot in the late 1960s. But by the 1980s, well...
Why am I just now hearing this story?
Because I never felt like you needed it. You've always been fine until recently. When you lose someone close to you, whether they be a spouse or a best friend, it hurts. And it will for a long time to come. But there will come a time when you need to be happy again, because they'd want that. When that time comes, the best thing you can do is remember them. That's why I spend time out here with this car. Helps me remember your mom. It'll get better, son. When you're ready to come back to work, you know everyone will be there for you, and we'll remember Dustin for who we know he was. Okay?
Thanks, Dad.
No problem. Now, see if you can't get some sleep.
Okay, I will. Love you.
Love you too.
Critter okay? Made it in safe and cool?
Yeah, he's fine.
In that case, let's discuss our next course of action. The Decepticons must be stopped. Our first course of action should be to track down the escape pods and confirm whether the Decepticons inside have truly escaped.
According to Teletran, the first one is close by. about halfway between this human settlement and the next.
Seems easy enough. Let's go get it. We'll have to work under the cover of darkness to truly remain undetected. Hound and I will leave immediately. Bumblebee, stay here with Ratchet and monitor us. If the dawn arrives before we come back, you can redirect us to a hiding place until the humans return to their dwellings for the night.
Can do, Prime.
Let's hope whoever was inside the first pod is still there.
Agreed. Hound, let's roll.
Barricade. 2 Autobots just left the crash site. Not Bumblebee. It has to be Prime and the bulky one.
Contact Starscream. He'll want an update.
Morning. I'm surprised you're up.
Well, you start fixing bacon, and that grabs my attention.
There's some of the skillets still, so help yourself. Leonard wants me to come in early today and help out with some paperwork stuff, so I'm about to take off. Can you do me a favor and take care of the trash here in a bit?
Yeah, sure.
Thanks. See ya, kiddo.
Can I help you with something, officer?
Were you with the yellow vehicle last night?
Yeah. My friend owns it. Dropped me off late.
Yup. Empty, all right. Ratchet, we have located the first pod. It appears to be empty.
Understood. I'll mark it off the list.
What now, boss? We need to remove it and bring it back with us. How are we pulling that off? I do not know. Ratchet, how do we remove this container from the ground?
Well, I don't know. We didn't have problems like these back on Cybertron. How is it in the ground?
It's like half and half out.
Have you tried pulling it?
No, let's try that.
I'm at a loss.
Maybe we could ask Sam.
Better than anything I've got.
Okay, I'll drive over there and ask.
What the?
Finally.
Oh my.
Make it easy on yourself, creature, and tell me what I want to know.
What do you want to know?
The Autobots. What's their plan? I spotted you with their scouts, so you've met them. Tell me what they're going to do. Tell me how many of them are alive. What defenses are operable in their ship? What disguises have they taken? I want everything.
Well, I only just met them last night.
Everything! No stalling.
I don't know anything. There's 4 of them. Bumblebee, the Prime one, a doctor, and a fat one. I don't have their names down yet.
So, they have a medic. What are their disguises?
B is a yellow car, but I don't know what the others are.
Anything else?
No.
Pathetic. You had the opportunity to learn their weaknesses, to exploit, and you gathered next to nothing? Not even their names? I terminate you right now, but I think I'll wait until I can make sure you're telling me everything.
Okay, that's fine. Longer to live, yay.
Psst! Sam! Anyone here? These things weren't tipped over the last time I saw them. Oh no. Prime! Hound!
This is Prime. Go ahead.
I think Sam has been taken by the Decepticons.
What? How would they?
I don't know, but if he has, then the con who took him might be from the pod you're at since it's close by. Can you track the occupant from there?
I just turned on the tracker. Ratchet!
Triangulating the signal now. Whoever it is, I've got their coordinates. Sending them your way, Bumblebee.
We're heading there too. The pod can wait. If Sam's in danger, we'll be there to help. Boss, I think we may have our own problems.
As always, Prime, you prove to be a challenge to terminate.
Starscream.
Oh good, a fast-moving target to shoot at.
Where Megatron failed, I will succeed. This world is doomed, Prime!
I will not allow you Decepticons to desecrate another world.
Prepare to join the Allspark, Prime!
This is what's been giving you trouble.
No trouble. I just want another interrogation expert to determine he doesn't have any intel left to give.
Doesn't look that bad to me.
I stepped on one when I woke up. They collapsed and splurted all sorts of filthy fluids. Disgusting. They're soft-shelled.
I'll keep that in mind.
What?
You have to speak to them in their own language. They're too primitive to understand ours.
Hello.
Hello?
I am a deception.
You mean Decepticon?
Yes, sorry. I am not used to your language.
No problem, I guess. I'm Sam.
Sam, will you please tell us all you know about the Autobots that have arrived here on your planet?
Well, like I told your angry buddy over there, there's 4 of them. That's basically all I know. Can I ask you something?
Go ahead. It's only fair.
Okay, why do you hate the Autobots?
An interesting question. Part of the reason is our war.
Yeah, I heard about that part. The Autobots said you wanted to wipe out all organic life in existence.
A tad hyperbolic. We only wanted justice for the crimes committed against our race. The Autobots in the ruling council didn't think the enemy deserved to be punished, and they resisted our peaceful coup.
The Autobots said your leader killed the entire ruling family or something.
Ruling council, like I said. They resisted. If they hadn't, then they would not be dead.
So you're cool with humanity then, since we haven't done anything to you then, right?
No, of course.
Okay, chat time is over. Think he knows anything else?
I don't think so.
Maybe you should try one of those.
That won't be necessary.
Right then. Thanks for the help. I'll go ahead and terminate it then.
Why?
It's an enemy combatant.
It's just an alien that before we got here was doing nothing but living its life.
Yes, but it made contact with the Autobots. That makes him our enemy.
He cooperated with us. We didn't have to torture it. There's no need to terminate it. It wouldn't be a mercy kill. Let it go.
So we can report back to the Autobots. I don't think so. I'm going to blast it.
Why? It's not a quintessence. It's done nothing to us. If you kill it, it's murder.
We're not known to the major population right now, but what if that changes? What if the Autobots recruit the human armies before we can? Killing them is a preemptive strike.
I have no problem with attacking beings that attack me first, but this one has shown no aggression. By the moral rules of combat, we must set it free. It is the honorable thing to do.
This isn't about honor, this is about survival!
Well, scrap.
Autobot! Don't let him get away!
Oh, that hurt. Yeah, that's right. Run away!
I do not think that is his plan. Let him go, Hound. With the pod gone, we can focus our efforts on finding Sam.
Bumblebee has it, but he is being chased. I'm sending you his coordinates. They're heading your way.
Roll out.
Let's not make this difficult, Autobot. Surrender quietly, and I'll assure you that both your deaths will be painless.
Oh, like Jazz's was.
He made the mistake of facing me. Don't make the same.
Sam, hide.
You just had to choose the hard way.
Thanks for meeting us in the middle. 2-on-1? That doesn't seem fair.
3-on-2 isn't much better. Until next time, Autobots.
You know, I had them on the ropes.
Yeah, I could tell. Hello, Sam.
Hi again.
I apologize for the circumstances we've put you in. Would you like to return home?
Yeah, I've had enough excitement for one day, and it's not even lunchtime yet.
I don't think they followed us.
What's the matter with you? If you'd let me kill the human, we would have been gone before the scout even got there. The humans will take us out the first chance they get, so we need to make sure to get them before they get us. You need to get your processor straight and remember whose side you're on.
Thanks for the rescue.
I'm sorry that your association with us has put you in danger.
It's fine. It's not anyone's fault.
Nevertheless, I feel you'd be unsafe remaining on your own, so I'm going to assign Bumblebee to be your guardian until further notice.
Watch the human. Easy.
The Decepticons know where you reside, so they will surely try another stunt like this at some point in the future. When not needed elsewhere, you can come to the Ark for better protection.
Thanks for the invite. I'll make sure to drop in whenever I can.
Keep a close optic on them, Bumblebee. Alright, see you two later.
What is this place? It's a naturally made hollow in the side of this pathetic mountain range.
I thought it would be best to have a common rendezvous point for us to stay at when not in combat.
Yes, a base of operations to plan our conquest would be fine. We can upgrade it later with some technology. Though, has anyone heard from Barricade and Deadlock?
We're back. Nice place we've got here.
What have you to report?
We're up against 4 Autobots. They've made contact with at least one of the locals, and they're presumably using the crash site as a base since we saw them leaving it. They also managed to track me somehow. Our escape pods must have implanted us with trackers, so we'll need to get them removed so we can stay undetected.
Forget about that! Optimus Prime lives! Yes, Knockout, but not for much longer. I nearly terminated him, and I won't rest until the job is done.
So what's next then? Full-scale assault?
Of course not, you idiot. We have to be stealthy before we can be vicious. The Autobots will no doubt track down our escape pods and attempt to secure them. So, we go to them first and lay in wait. Ambush and surprise will be our allies, and we will watch their empty shells burn in the fires of our glorious conquest! And finding Megatron will be somewhere on this to-do list, I take it? Yes, we'll find Megatron.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, is your friend from high school staying over for dinner?
What?
His car is sitting in the drive.
Oh, you know what? He gave it to me. He had been saving up some money and decided to get a new one, so he gave me the old one.
Just like that.
Yeah, just like that.
So you didn't have to pay or anything?
Nope. He said it was a gift.
Well, I ought to shake this man's hand for doing that. When can I see him?
He left town today. He was just visiting, so he left.
Oh. Well, if you have a car, we could use some eggs, and I've been out in the heat all day, so...
Run to the store and pick up some eggs. Got it, Dad.
Problem?
Nope. We need to run to the store and pick up some eggs.
Oh, okay. Eggs. I can do that. Hop in.
Hello.
Hello? Yeah, it's Ron Witwicky. You wanted to know if I noticed anything strange about my son. Ah, yes. Tell me everything.
And so there you have it. That is the first 2 episodes of Transformers Knights of Cybertron. I really, really hope you enjoyed it. I really enjoyed making them. And next year, in 2021, you will have more new episodes coming. When? I'm not so sure. At this point, I'm working on Ninjago right now. But as soon as I know, you guys will know too. So, thank you all so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that great stuff. And we will see you for more new episodes of Transformers Knights of Cybertron next year. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.